maybe the saddest day of my life was the day that Jerry passed, August 9th, 1995. And while events in people's lives stick out, nothing sticks out like that morning. I was sitting right there at that piano, practicing, getting ready for my lesson. I've been studying classical piano for over a dozen years now, but this was a summer day, hot, beautiful in San Diego, and I wanted to get my lesson ready and be ready as my teacher came in, so then I could, actually show that I had been working at it before I went out to the beach on my bike and all that stuff for the afternoon. And this was before cell phones, before the internet, everything totally different, and than it is today. Just 10, 11 years later. I mean, how fast it all moves. And the phone rang early, and I never answered the phone when I practiced on the piano. I just let it ring. And so while I'm going up and down in scales and arpeggios and country motion and everything, and working on the pieces and doing everything to get ready, the phone, it started ringing. And for some reason, I said, you know what, I better pick that up. And so I went over and I picked up the phone, and it was Ramrod and Francis with the worst news that anybody could ever give you. And I put the phone down, and I couldn't do anything other than sit there and just stare off, knowing that my life would never be the same again. And then Lori and I went to the funeral service a few days later up at St. Stephen's Church in Marin County. And Jerry in the casket, open casket, and the speakers, Robert Hunter, Ken Kesey, Steve Parrish, Mountain Girl, all the people, Carlos, Dylan. I've never cried so much in my entire life, because he was our life. And I knew that day that things would never be the same. And it was the hardest thing to sit there and know that everything we had lived for, everything that our lives stood for, everything that had made us so happy and so proud would now be totally different. And the songs just keep running through our heads, through our hearts, through our souls. And from St. Stephen's Church, we all went over to Bill Graham's old house where Michael Klein now lives. And we tried to pick it up. But when you have someone as special, as unique, as perfect, as glorious, as wonderful, as terrific, it's an endless list of adjectives describing this spark, this electrical charge. And as we've tried to pick up the pieces over the last 11 years, you just realize with each passing day how wonderful, how perfect, how special, how beautiful, how glorious, how sensational, how phenomenal Jerry Garcia was, Jerry Garcia is. And now it's our responsibility, it's our duty, it's our role, it's our obligation to carry on, to not let it sink into the depths of greed and selfishness and negativity and individuality, but to stay true to his message of hope, his message of peace, his message of dreams coming true. And as we fight every day, we still feel him in the songs that Mickey Hart has written about Jerry, And somewhere over there, Jerry's watching, or that Warren Haynes has written, or that the music that we all still listen to, and the release of the new music, Jerry doing Dylan songs, and the artwork, and the different books. And while we know he's no longer physically here, his spirit lives on forever. His flame burns brighter than ever.